Great freedom is a safe place to be. In the ultimate sense, and also the worldwide community of great freedom is a very safe place to be. And we have put together organizational principles of unity and service that are life-giving. Really, there's nothing else like it on the planet. When people rest as awareness together, they're capable of forming organizations that are love-filled and safe, in which the usual goings-on don't go on, or if they come up, they're rectified immediately in a loving way. So, if you haven't heard this before, great freedom is a place where you can be for your entire life as often as you want to be. No one will ever ask you to leave. It'll never happen here. It can't possibly happen. But if you want to leave, you can. And if you leave, everyone will say, oh, we'll miss you, we love you, come back whenever you want. So you see, the way we are together is so simple. It is so utterly simple. I just can't tell you how simple it is to love. It is so simple to love. It is really, really simple. And we begin by resting as awareness. That's how we love ourselves. That's the only way we can love ourselves. And resting as awareness is just as simple as relaxing the mind. That's it. Because there isn't anyone doing anything. In other words, you're not doing anything. You are not doing anything. You just relax, and there's what it is, the essence of everything. Rest without trying to hold to all the thoughts and everything, without being distracted by them, without needing those as some kind of refuge. The only true refuge is their basic space, which is entirely relaxed. So all points of view, as they only are awareness, they're already entirely relaxed. There's nothing to achieve, no effort to be made, nothing about any point of view that needs to be modified in any way. When we learn that we have to change our points of view in some way in order to be whole, in order to love, then we get lost in a life of lack of wholeness and disunity and unlove. So if we learn to avoid our points of view or replace our points of view with other points of view, then all we do is neutralize our points of view. We kind of go into a dull state, a dull state of neutralization, where there is no vitality of being. So that isn't what we want. Yeah, if we do that, then we're going to have to start watching more television. Because we won't know, what else to do. And have you noticed in the television programs, most of them, it's about indulging points of view or avoiding points of view or replacing points of view. We don't see many television programs where people are resting as flawless awareness, seeing everything as flawless awareness until all is flawless awareness. We don't have sitcoms about people living lives of total love, service, and benefit to themselves and others. I'm not saying we can't. So you see, when we rest as awareness, a whole new world opens up. It's a secret world that's always been present. It's only a secret because we haven't known it's there. But when we show up in a place like great freedom where we can be loved into being, then it is entirely possible all of a sudden, because everything is so clear There's never any way anyone can fall through the cracks or fall by the wayside. If you just keep turning up, you'll get all the support you need. And all you really need to do is be a little bit open to that. So this is very good. You know, this is the beginning of a love-filled world for many people to rest as awareness. And I've always known this is possible since I was a small child. And to see it actually demonstrated in an organization and in a growing worldwide community is really profound. We're all here today. I'm able to sit here, and we're all able to be here together because of people in this room who are committed to that being so. That's why we're all here. Because we're all gathered together at the grassroots. The true grassroots of everything, well, what is that? It's stainless sky, stainless space in which it's never been made into anything other than love. But all our ideas about love, they're just made up unless we're totally familiar with that ground of our being. That never excludes anything. It has no need to exclude anything because from love is love. Whatever is from love is love. So there's no need to exclude anything or anyone ever. Everyone is just simply loved in the way that they'll allow themselves to be loved. That's all. For some, this full-out blast of love, it can be a little dizzying, scary, or even frightening. But that's okay, just keep showing up. You'll get used to it. Yeah, you know, it seems like we, in our lives, we just say over and over again, where to go, what to do now to try to find love. And when we just rest, more and more we know what that is. We know what it is within ourselves, and it is so simple. It is so totally simple. No one can give it to us. No one can take it away from us. The grace of love is everything. So to look to someone else or somewhere else for it is to step away, to just rest. And people are always asking me in the beginning, well, what is resting as awareness? Well, how about this? and if that's too unobvious to you, then just think of someone you love, and when you feel that wash of love, that warmth of love come over you, just rest as that. And maybe you don't love anyone, that's okay too. You're still very welcome. If you don't love anyone, just think whatever you love, a tree, a puppy dog, whatever it is, just think of that, and when you feel that incredible love, rest as that, and you'll know what to rest as from then on. There's no source of that other than within our own being. Many times we've had so many things happen in our lives that we just don't know what to do. We have so many points of view by the time we turn up here that we may not even know what to do. We've been hurt by other people, we've hurt other people, and we can't find our way out of it by thinking about it or through all our emotional states associated with it. But just know that all these emotional states, all the thinking, all the feelings of regret, all the mixed feelings about everything that's ever happened, they're all just points of view and awareness. Thinking about them will lead nowhere. And swimming around in a swamp of emotional states will also lead nowhere. They're also points of view. When we just rest as awareness, we have complete mastery over all the points of view. Just like the majestic lion awes other predators with its power and force, so too the majesty and power of awareness overwhelms all the descriptions of points of view, all the labels, just like that. So there's nothing to be thought about all these things in the past. And to continually have emotional states come up and then get lost in the swamp of those. Just rest. Just rest and know that every thought, every emotion, no matter what it is, it's a point of view within awareness. And when we rest as awareness, then we rest as the majesty of all those points of view that have seemed so painful. Now, one other thing is that just that knowing our own suffering in this very naturally clear way, it's the only source of compassion. There's no other source of compassion. It's equal to all loving compassion, to superb helpfulness. When we give ourselves this ultimately superb helpfulness of knowing everything about ourselves exactly as it is, that is the birth of the compassion that can't be cultivated or developed. It's in that love is born, that we really know that presence of love in our own being at all times. We can never find that by humiliating ourselves or letting other people humiliate us. We'll just end up being in the same grind of trying to change all our points of view. Please do not ever allow yourself to be humiliated by anyone or by yourself either. Do not allow it to happen. And if you do allow it to happen, do it as an exercise of resting as awareness, resting as humiliation, just to see that the basic space of that humiliation is awareness. Humility is very distinct from humiliation. True humility is to rest as awareness. That's true humility. Don't let anyone else tell you anything different.